Hey guys, this is Ryan from Team EMG, also known as the Zomblerz, bringing you a commentary on, well, the first match I've played on the new update on D-Ruska against a team called EOReality, and this team actually sent us to the lower brackets earlier in this Civo Pro-Am match, and I didn't get to play that match though because I had to work, but I do get to play this match, and it's a pretty one-sided match in our favor, but it shows a lot of new tactics involving the new smoke grenades and walk speed and stuff, and I hope you guys are able to see it. And here's the knife round, and the best tip I can give you for a knife round is to group up and hold W as a team, and there should be no reason why you lose. I remember at LAN Champ LA when I was on TLR, we didn't lose a single knife round because we just made a giant pack of people and held W and went and knifed everyone. But anyways, Eric, or his dudeness Brar here, pulls off a pretty nice 1v1 knife clutch, and we pick CT. So we're going to get right into it. Typically I play the A bomb site, which is the outside bomb site on this map, and I play it with Frost, who I played it with on TLR. So we have a pretty good system here, and with the new smoke grenades, it actually makes being aggressive a lot easier on the CT side, and it kind of makes you take things carefully when you're a terrorist, and you got to hit things really quick and sell the fakes really quick. But what our pistol right now is, we're crossing 3 people mid, we're sending 1 person avalanche, and I'm just kind of causing a little havoc here over at the A ramp. I'm just throwing a flash down, making sure nobody crosses and gets to red room or pink room really quick. So my team's doing a good job here. I mean, we got across mid and stuff, but we just really, I don't know why one of us died doing that. We probably peeked mid too late or whatever. I was able to push down and get that guy after I saw my teammates shooting at him, which is always a good thing to run down and assist and not just sit back and bait. So right now I'm playing kind of a rotate spot. I have a teammate in pink calling if they're going A bomb site, and I have another teammate avalanche and site, and as you can see, they came in avalanche, and right now I'm just causing a little, I'm trying to just pressure them before they can get into the site, and I'm able to pick a few of them off and do some good damage, all while my teammate is coming over. And luckily I heard that guy in spawn and I was able to get that kill, but pretty much I was just causing grief while my teammate flanked avalanche, and when he flanked avalanche we both rushed the planter and they didn't get the bomb down, and I acquired a nice player duels. Pretty much the whole point of what I was doing there was just to delay him so I could group up with my teammate. If I died there, it put him in a 1v2 or 1v3, and it would have been a very bad situation for him because he was flanking avalanche, and I don't think he had a kit actually. Anyways, on to our second round. What we did was we had one guy buy armor and 2 of us bought FAMASes and just crossed into brick room, and we're gonna hold A. And they rushed A, and Frost was able to get a few of them, and pretty much we just flank and pinch him in, and this guy almost kills us, but we're able to clean up some easy frags. So they haven't gotten the bomb down yet, so we're up. We are where we want to be right now, because they're not going to be able to buy without completely screwing themselves over if they do. And we all have a lot of money. I haven't died yet, so I have a ton of money. And as you can see right here, I throw a smoke, and that flash I throw, if you can see how I threw that kind of, what it does is it bounces off the wall and into the lobby. Whoops, I'm sorry if I hit my mic there. And I'm just going to come up the ladder and spot a guy up there. And also, if you saw me jump to the boxes, that's a good thing too, because teams don't expect you behind the boxes, and with these smokes it's nice to get behind there because they'll try to push around the smoke and you'll have a better angle on them, especially on this map. That's a good thing to do. So I know they're going avalanche, and my teammate's coming through vents. I'm just flashing the site to make sure they can't like push up on me, and instead of peeking around to go for that kill completely, I let him come to me there. And actually what I was really hoping for was my teammate would come up and shoot him in the back when he pushed me, but the timing just wasn't there. But instead of me pushing around trying to get that frag and giving him, you know, my FAMAS and an easy kill on me, you just take your time and relax going into the bomb site, and that's what you have to do there, especially in a 2v1, which it shouldn't have gotten down to that in on an eco round. And as you can see right there, I had a ton of money, so I decided I was going to drop Brar his op, because I figure I'll be able to buy next round even when we lose, and that's just a big help for him because he'll start acquiring a lot of money then too. So in this first round, what we're doing is we're throwing the smoke down the ramp to make it look like we're going to push, because, excuse me, we've been playing fairly aggressive for several rounds actually. And with that smoke down there and knowing they're not crossing, we sent Frost up into upper A to peek into red room, and he's just posted on it, and I'm gonna, you know, throw random nades into red. And again, I'm just using the smoke to be able to throw flashes from behind, and I know I can't like lurk through it like you used to be able to, but you know, I can get behind these boxes and just kind of lurk in the site. And I see a guy A ramp who I'm able to miraculously kill somehow, and I just go over there and hold the bomb in lobby. I think we have the bomb down right in lobby, so I'm setting up in an interesting place. I really wasn't sure what was going on. I wasn't getting too much communication here, which is obviously very important, is for your communicates to communicate where they are and what they are, and that was a miscommunication by Frost, I think, because I remember I told Carrie, I'm like, I'm T-spawn looking at lobby, because they could have been an A, I think, and he shot me in the leg, but oh well. So we're pretty sure this guy isn't going to be going for it now, and we always like to kill people after time because it kind of screws with their money, and we can hear him in lobby, and he's running away to T-spawn. Brar saw him, but we just couldn't do anything. So as predicted, I have enough money to buy, and they're going to be eco most likely because they've only saved one gun and they haven't gotten the bomb down. Well, they got the bomb down that one round, but aside from that, they should only have like 4,000. They could force buy probably if they really wanted to. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. It's really late at night. So Carrie posted on red room and we pushed down, and I'm just going to get behind these boxes while he posts on red room still. I thought about going up the ladder, but I guess I decided to anyways. Anyways, I'm going to go into brick room. They must be hitting avalanche. Yeah, the bomb is spotted at avalanche, so I decided to rotate by the quickest avenue possible. And it's me and Brar coming up here, and we're going to try to retake this together. And I go in kind of quick on this one, and it's not the best. I don't know what happened, but needless to say, we should have won this round. Like, I can see the pros and cons of how I played there, but I kind of just rushed in before Eric got on blind. But I was able to get 2 kills, and they were needed, but then we all just kind of died in one big cluster. And in the end, it just came down to us not being able to... We weren't able to communicate and get the frags when needed, and now we have to eco. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a valley push, where we're going to use the new smoke, and we're going to throw it to the top of the valley and push up. And I make a mistake, a few of us make a mistake, we start running, kind of, we make noise, they flash down, and then we get raped. We really should have just walked all the way up. That was partly my fault for running. If we walked all the way up, we can catch them by surprise. Now, our money is getting to be in that point where if we lose a round, we're going to have to save a round, and then buy, save, until we can establish a pattern of winning rounds. So we're going to do our little aggressive here, where I'm going to throw a smoke, and I fail at it. I meant to throw it so it would bounce a lot closer, and I just throw a flash to make them think we're pushing. And the setup I'm going to go into this round is the 2 upper setup, which I like to run on this map. And basically I just play in this upper cubby, and whenever I hear them or see them coming, like I'll shoulder peek it, I tell Carry to come peek, and usually he can get the free kill. The thing is, this goes horribly wrong. I remember in a scrim we talked about how I wasn't gonna push down after I threw a flash like that. So what happens is I get rushed because Carry was busy. He was in sight and he had to come to the ladder and he was a little late. But pretty much if you ever run that setup, your opper just needs to stick with you the entire round. If he's gonna op the ramp, he has to op it from the doorway where he's opping it from right now. It's a really good setup if you just communicate and run it correctly, though. Somehow Eric's gonna get a bunch of kills here. I'm not sure how he got these kills. They flashed into the site and had him completely blind. Well, he only got one, but he still... That's one more than he probably should have gotten in that situation. So we won the round we really needed to win there because, as you can see, even though we won, we're all still really low money. We really needed that round, but we're gonna farm us up, those of us that are poor. And we're gonna play a heavy A now, I think. Well, 2 rifle A setup. What we're doing is we're smoking down the ramp. I'm throwing a deep flash that'll blind anyone lobby, a deep nade too, just in case they're rushing, and falling back again. We're really just trying to sell the fake like we're pushing, and you know, maybe do a late round push or a mid round push, and then, or even like in a later round we can do that same smoke flash pattern and push through and they won't know what's happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a double upper setup, and this is another good setup too. I mean, I know the last upper setup I called the double upper setup. This would be the 2 rifle upper setup where 2 people playing the cubby, but what we decided to do was he is going to go down and peek at the corner and try to give them a little grief, and if they come back up here, there's going to be 2 of us sitting in this corner and they're going to be like, oh man, that sucks. Anyways, they get a pick over at Avalanche, so we're going to rotate one over and he's going to start to fast flank Heatwave, that is, who was just upper with me. And I think I do some terrible aiming here. No, I got flanked from spawn because I wasn't paying attention. And if I would have been looking at spawn, chances are that would have been a kill. We would have had a much better chance at winning the round, but I didn't listen to my teammates' calls, and I didn't think the guy would walk around spawn like that quickly, but that's your new walk speed at work. So these Heatwave and Eric do a pretty coordinated and good retake. They took it together, they waited for their flash to pop, and overall they just worked together as a team perfectly and did exactly what they needed to do. I'm still really low at money. It's like I regret dropping that off 4th round now so much when I had all that money. It's like, damn, that could have been 2 M4s I could have had probably. Almost. So anyways, we're boosting a guy Vents to get a quick pick mid. I'm the only one going A at the start, so I have to play to kind of keep them back. So I throw smoke like we have been throwing nade, and they actually smoke A ramp too. And one thing you can do with these smoke grenades is you can get up right behind them and you can lurk them. You can not like lurk in them, but you can lurk behind them. So if they rush, you can just kind of be like, what's up, when they come through the gray. You're just kind of standing there. So Heatwave is going to push down into it a little bit, and I'm going to go peek upper just to make sure nobody's coming up close. Upper on this map on CT side, it's like one of those things where if you can hold it, you're going to be able to easily retake the site. And there's like, there's spots like that on every map. It's like, if you can hold pit on Inferno, even if they plant the bomb, you know, you're going to be able to win the round as long as your pit player stays alive, or construction even on Inferno, or barrel door, I guess, on nuke and lower, something like that, you know? It's just those spots that if you hold them, you're going to win, because it's so hard to hold the site as a terrorist when a CT's sitting in upper still waiting to retake already. It's just one less spot you have to check. So we have good spawns now, so we're going to do a quick cross mid strat, where I'm going to throw a really, really deep smoke, and that way I don't get shot in the ass right here. And it works pretty well, except for the fact that I repeat. And I'm actually able to get down here and get a couple good kills. We have a good crossfire. And the thing is, I don't want to be moving out, because if I move 1 inch, chances are they might hit me with a bullet. It's just in my interest to stay standing still right there. And I avoided dying and losing my gun by just getting a crossfire with a teammate and letting them run into my crosshair instead of trying to force a kill upon them. So it's another round, and we're actually gonna get aggressive, but they actually decided to rush. Or they flashed us at least, and smoked us too. Our initial plan was we were gonna get really aggressive this round and use smokes and push up into red room, but they counter-smoked us, even though that's really an irrelevant turn now, because every smoke is like a double smoke. But they also flashed, so it kind of stopped us in our tracks. Like literally it hit him, so it stopped him in his tracks. Anyways, we're just throwing stuff in the smokes and throwing some nades and stuff, just to keep him back, always keeping him at bay. Don't be afraid to use your grenades early in the round right now. I mean, you want to prevent them from running their strat, pretty much, is what you want to do. And how you do that is by using your grenades. So anyways, we get the call that a few are going to be coming avalanche, and I rotate to the ramp. Heatwave got really blind, but I'm going to go over anyways and just try to assist what I can. The two of us are here, and we're going to do a pretty quick take up through this ramp. And we're able to push them back from even getting close to the site. So I have an op for some reason, and if they rushed, they didn't throw any nades or anything, and I was able to get a kill. And Heatwave luckily is able to hold off the majority of the rest of the rush. I don't know why I had an op, and I'm not really sure why I went to pick like that. I think it was just we're winning so much that it felt like I could do anything. But anyways, we're able to win this eco round. The best advice I can give for eco rounds is just play together. Don't let them get guns. Like, Heatwave was there to make sure they didn't get my op and stuff like that, you know. And like if you were elsewhere on the map, you'd want your mid player probably playing passive, or you'd want 2 people mid and then your avalanche player playing passive. Like the odd man out has to play passive, and the 2 playing together have to play like the other 2 have to just play together, making sure that you get the trade kills and you don't let them take advantage of you. And as you can see, even on a gun round, Carrie and I are working together. We're both pushing down, we're both getting different positioning, and we're both working together to really help. What you just saw me do is, if you crouch behind that box, normally you can't see over it, like if their heads peek up, but if you jump and don't move, your point of view is actually higher. If you don't know what I mean, just, do you see what I mean? See how I don't move? And then if I move, you'll see my crosshair go down a little bit. It's just, you sit higher up on the ground when you jump, as long as you don't move left or right or forward afterwards. There are a million places you can use that too. You just gotta find different boxes or objects you like to get behind, and you can jump up behind them and you can see over them suddenly. So again, as always, we're smoking off the ramp to make it look like we're giving them a little push, but I think to their disappointment we aren't really pushing that much. I'm just throwing grief nades through the smoke, you know, and he walked up through the smoke, and I don't know how I didn't kill him, but it was just a poor display by me. And once I called their eco, you know, notice how Heatwave and Classified group up because their chances are they're going to be coming in Avalanche any second. His Dudeness is playing middle, kind of back, and Frost is playing A back too because he got the calls that they're coming in. And even though they get a kill, you know, there's really nothing we can do, or they can do. They can't get a gun and make a play. So this is the last round of the half. I have an op again, somehow. Some reason, I don't know why. And I'm opping the A bomb site, and I'm just opping it passively because I didn't want to push down and make anything happen really at the start of the round because we already got down in a number. One of us got picked. I'm getting calls that they're coming B, so I'm just rotating, and you're going to see probably the worst display of opping I've ever had. I mean, I usually have some pretty random shots from my op every now and then, but what I do here is just embarrassing. I tried to throw smoke too to block off Avalanche, but that failed because I should have been able to get more than just that kill there. Oh, I'm just kidding. My bad op round doesn't come for a while still. For some reason I had an op a lot in this match. So overall we won that half rather easily. Can't ask for a better half than that. And for our T side, we're just kind of running fast strats and like pick strats because we haven't really found our niche with the new smokes and stuff, but you get to see a pretty good mix of strategies here. Now, this pistol round makes me a little angry. What you're going to see them do is they're going to use the smokes and they're going to push down the ramp, and we called it for our teammates, but for some reason they still got caught off guard, and it resulted in, see, you can hear the smoke grenade going off now. They even flashed too. I don't know how that flash got us. And they're up in red room. They just killed our two teammates going mid. Our strategy was they were going to double smoke mid, flash it, and go brick room to upper, and we're going to hit A. So what we do is we come up A. That smoke I threw blocks off doors like that. See, so if you come in or people came up from upper, they'd be covered. And we're going to get the bomb down at least, and since it's 3v5, all three of us are trying to make a play right now. We're just trying to man up and get some kills because sometimes that's what you need. I didn't expect somebody to come from pink. I thought they'd be coming from red if they pushed red, but he came from pink and we get annihilated. I mean, the pistol still worked. The strategy still worked, even though we got pushed. I mean, as far as getting the bomb down, we just had to man up and make a play at the end, but I guess none of us were man enough. I mean, sometimes that's all it comes down to, is getting aggressive and making the shot and hitting your frag, but, I mean, the other 95% of this game is playing smart and making the right decisions and communicating with your team. So what we're doing here is a funny little eco we like to do. It's just something that we always do, and I probably shouldn't spoil the secret here, but what we do is we rush the bomb to one bomb site, like Avalanche, and then once he dies and the other team calls the bombs down, we flank them with 4 other people. Somehow Heatwave is going to kill 2 people and get CT spawn, and we're going to end up winning this round, but it's pretty funny. He literally ran through Avalanche, killed the Avalanche player, killed the B player, went CT spawn, and then we walked up A ramp and exploded here. And again, that was just a fun strat that we were going to do, turned into us winning an eco round. It's a 5v3 with the bomb down right now. And I'm playing a grief position here where I'm just going to be shooting at him to kind of make him nervous. And the whole point was to just bait him in for the guy that was on the roof, and it worked. So we win the eco round, and everyone's happy. So we have two offs. We have one guy going A ramp just to nade it and spot it and make sure they're not pushing. Me and Carson are going to be going middle, and we just throw a pre-flash. Then we throw these flashes over this wall because we know they're eco, and we want those flashes thrown because chances are they're going to be there, and they are, and they were pretty blind until the guy one dude's Carson. But either way, we've pushed him back. We killed 3 people already, and now we're just going to group up and go back to his team. And I just shot at the vent and missed, but one thing I'll mention about that is when they're eco, don't shoot out the vent. I learned that lesson the hard way because a long time ago in CVOP finals we were playing Blight, and Ryan Pham kept going in vents on eco rounds, and we'd shoot it out, and then he'd just walk out behind us and deagle us all in the back of the head. So don't shoot the vents out on eco rounds. Brar dropped his op and went to go chase the frag, which is pretty funny. He just asked somebody to pick it up and then went and chased for the kill. And that's smart, because then if he dies and doesn't get the kill, that guy doesn't get the op. So, a smart play by him. Resourceful. So we're going to run into trouble for a few rounds here now, I think. We're throwing a smoke up close on the ramp. We're going to do an A explode, where we smoke low and then we smoke high, like that smoke I threw on pistol round that blocks off the door, but that smoke screws up. I randomly felt like nading pink because I knew that guy saw all 5 of us in there, and he actually was there. So we're going to push up into the site now, the dude and and I'm really blind from those flashes outside the site. I try to get a little spicy here and spam because we're winning pretty good, but I get flanked ramp and I'm not able to do anything. And I put the dude in a bad spot. It's 2v1. Could have been a 2v2 still if I didn't get greedy and try to spam. So for some reason our money's not the best as it could be, but we're in pretty decent shape. We still decided to buy, and we're gonna do a quick vent strat, and I get killed by a guy pushing out of a mid smoke here. Basically what the strat was supposed to be was I was supposed to go into vents, pop out as quick as possible and throw flashes over into A bomb site, but that guy decided to throw a smoke down and push through it and never stop running and spam his deagle. And that's just me complaining about the game, but I mean, it happens, whatever. So instead of doing the strat, we decided to adapt and do a walk-up A strat. And just notice how they're clearing everything. They're clearing roof, they're looking at spawn. Carson lagged a little bit, so I don't think he was actually standing there, crouched at spawn. And it's a rough position, because they have us surrounded at this point. And there's really no way we can pull this round off unless Frost hits some amazing 1-dudes. But possible, but not likely right now. So we're still able to buy because we got the bomb down, which is a very good thing, because if we didn't get the bomb down, we'd have significantly less money. As you can see, I bought out completely. I think everyone else pretty much is bought out and has no money. This is a must get the bomb down at least round, because we'll still get a decent bonus next round if we lose, but I mean if we don't get the bomb down, we're not going to be able to buy next round. So we're doing our default strat, and I just go into the vents and shoot it out sometimes because it makes teams freak out usually. And one of my teammates called that they were possibly in red room, so I throw a smoke in front of it and a flash in front of it to make sure that nobody's gonna fast flank us. And we decided to go avalanche, and the unfortunate thing about that whole situation with avalanche right there was We should have killed that guy a lot sooner. I picked up the op and tried to get the quick pick, but it didn't work. I probably should have just waited for my teammate, and then we could have both just went and peeked him and got the trade. It was a pretty selfish play on my part. And this is a round we probably could have won. There's a 2v1. Carry dares Heatwave to pick up the op and try to clutch. And hilarity ensues. But it's a tough clutch anyway. It's only like 20 seconds left. But either way, that should have been winnable. I shouldn't have peeked so early. And we should have timed it more with the guy that was flanking Vince, which was Heatwave. So we're on yet another save round. And we're actually going to do the thing we did second round where the bomb goes and dies and then we all rush A. Will Justin be able to pull off the magic again and get a bunch of frags on an eco round? Or an anti-eco round, I should say. So we're going to start going into A now. The bomb is down. And as you can see, nobody sees us. We're able to take an opper out. And an M4. And this is where the horrible opping comes in. I had a great round going up until now. That's 2 missed shots by me. 3. A missed nade. 4. I missed about 4 shots and a nade. Yeah, that's not good. But anyways, we finally built our money back up and we made them lose a lot of guns, which was really good because, I mean, it was just a gimmicky anti-eco for us, or an anti-eco for them, but it was an eco round for us, so that makes us feel good knowing we can do that when we just rush the bomb randomly down an avalanche and flank them all. So, for another gun round, we're able to get the quick pick mid. The kid, I smoked it and the kid tried to peek before the smoke bloomed. Probably not his best decision he's made. Eric's calling that they're in red room behind the little brick thing, or the box thing, so that means they can be in pink room, so I'm just going to post up on that. If they can be red room, they can be brick room, so you have to expect that. We decided we're going to smoke it off with the new handy dandy smokes and run into the B bomb site. And the spawn opper is only able to get one of us, thank God. And I decided to plant in the open because, well, not like be able, but I mean, it's not right up against the box. This will allow my team to be able to see it very easily. And now it's just pretty much us trying to kill this guy in CT spawn. I flash him after Eric dies and get the knife. That's pretty much it for the match. The new smokes I think are great, and overall they add a whole new competitive aspect to the game, and I really am looking forward to using on some of the core maps like Inferno, Nuke Train, Dust 2, etc. The walk speed's also great too. It makes clutch it that much more intense. I hope you guys got a good little brief overview of kind of how we operate with the new smokes, if you can kind of see how we applied them in different situations and different tactics we used. Hopefully ESCA starts next week, so I'm going to have more and more demos each and every week to give material from, and I look forward to doing so. So thanks guys.